Hey guys, Trey here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today we're checking out the Attack Blue Nanofiber Dry Air Filter for the 2020 and newer C8 Corvettes. This is an excellent option if you're looking to improve airflow, filtration efficiency, and overall performance for your engine while maintaining a reusable, easy to maintain design. This air filter uses cutting-edge dry nanofiber technology designed for high filtration efficiency without sacrificing airflow. The nanofiber material traps even the finest particles to protect your engine while still allowing significant increases in airflow compared to that stock filter. It's specifically engineered to handle demands of the C8 Corvette, ensuring optimal performance. Another key feature is its washable and reusable design, which provides long-term, cost-effective solution compared to traditional disposable filters. Now, this Attack Blue air filter is built with premium materials for durability and performance. The nanofiber media is surrounded by a rigid polyurethane frame that resists warping and ensures a secure fit. Its precision molded design fits perfectly into the C8 Corvette's airbox, eliminating gaps or potential leaks. Additionally, the dry air construction eliminates the need for oiling, reducing its maintenance requirements. As far as pricing goes, it's coming in that upper $100 range, but for its combination of performance, durability, and reusability, it's sitting at a really decent price point in my opinion. Now, as far as the install goes, it's going to be rated a 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Installing this filter is straightforward and should only take you about 45 minutes or less from start to finish. It's a direct replacement for the factory filter, so no modifications are necessary. Now let's see exactly how this goes on your Corvette with an install video from one of our AmericanMuscle.com customers.
Alright guys and gals, those are the tools I used for installing the Attack Blue Nano filter on my 2024 C8 hardtop convertible. Had a pair of gloves, this is optional. Had a mirror to help me easily look and find where the air filter cover screws were. You may or may not need an extension, an 8mm socket, small ratchet, trim tool to kind of manipulate the rubber around the rear trunk panel. I use this plumber silicone grease, which is optional, around the inside edge of the lip that holds the air cleaner on to make that slide on because the rubber is brand new and it's pretty sticky. I had 2 little magnetic bowls for my hardware so I didn't lose them while I was taking them off. A flashlight just in case you need to see something up in there. I used a T15 torque wrench bit. And I used a power screwdriver, a small one that has variable settings so you can't over torque things. Well, hello there fellow Corvette lovers. Today we're going to install the new Attack Blue air filter. It's a nano performance filter purchased from American Muscle. Should be an easy install. We're going to install it on a 2024 Z51 HTC, which is the hardtop convertible. Should be a lot easier than the standard coupe models. So let's get set up and get ready to go. Alright guys, if yours is brand new, you probably still have the cargo net in place. So first thing we're going to do is remove the cargo net by lifting it up over the little clips. There's one. There's 2. Get your fingers under there, open up the loop, and lift it up around the little hooks, and that takes care of that. Now, these should just twist off. They might be tight, so you can just spin them off. Looks like there's studs back there. Again, there's 4 of them. There's 4. Alright, I've got all those apart. Should be able to just grab this and get up under here. There we go. Lift that around there. pull it out from under the rubber all the way across. And you got to get it out from the bottom. Put your hand back there and push forward. Okay, there we go. Now, that's out of the way. Okay, next step is we've got all these torque head screws. So what we're gonna do is, I believe those are gonna be 15s. Those look like Allen screws. There we go, T15 Torx. I'm gonna use a power screwdriver here just to make the job a little easier. And let's start the process. Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna get a magnetic bowl here so I can keep all the screws in one place and not lose any. Let's start at the very bottom here. First one done. Okay, looks like we got all of them out. Cover should just come right off there. That was easy. Not attached to anything. Alright, next thing we gotta do is let's get ready to do the air cleaner. Okay. Alright, now we're ready to remove the cover. We got us a protector for the rear wing and the back of the fender. There's gonna be 6 bolts you have to unscrew. It's going to take a small ratchet and an 8mm socket. And I've already pre-loosened the bolts, so you've got one here on the outside. Again, we're going to get our magnetic bowl so we don't lose anything. And there's the one. There's one right here. There's one up in the middle here. There's one directly down below it. And you got your last 2 over here. And then the last one's up above there on the corner. So drop that down, lean it forward, and you can see where your bolts are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this cover should only go on one way. So you can see the little indentations here. So we're going to set it off to the side. We're going to get this out of the way. And now, we should be able to remove the air cleaner. Should just be a lift it off of there. There we go, give it a little tug. And there's your stock air cleaner. From AC Delco. Alright, so we'll put that away just for a spare, just in case someday. And we'll get ready to clean that compartment up and we'll install the new one. Alright, even though I've only got probably about 750 miles, less than 800 for sure, I'm gonna wipe this out. It's got already dust in it. Just so we're clean. Got that nice and clean. Alright, since this is such a tight fit, I'm going to choose to do something that may or may not be required. I've got some plumber silicone grease that I am going to put around the inside lip just to make it easier to snap that air cleaner on. This is also good for all the rubber on your hardtop convertible so that doesn't dry out and it allows it to go back together tightly and maybe avoids squeaking. Alright, now we've got our air cleaner We got the tab, which is going to face up so you can read the brand name. I set it in there. We're going to line it around that lip and then slide it on like that. And we're done with that. So now we'll reinstall. That in there. Put that there temporarily. Grab our screws, our 8mm screws, and let's get that lined back up gently. Try not to disturb the gasket that's there. And just start by reinstalling the screws. And it might help to use a little mirror here so you can see what you're doing. And find those screw holes correctly. See if this one started good. There we go. It helps, it looks like these screws line up directly below this and that. I want to make it easier trying to find everything. There's that one. There's that one. Middle two. And again, this screw lines up directly underneath that. There we go. Let's tighten these up slowly. Bring them to where they snugged up. Not going to really try to torque them down. Right there. Let me check this one. Right there. This one sorted out. In the middle. Okay. That one's good. Do the last two here. Okay, that one's good, and then let's finalize it with this. Okay. Got them all done. Alright, now that we got the air cleaner installed, the cover buttoned up for the air cleaner housing, we're ready to put the back panel on. So, line it up. We'll get a few screws started. Start it by hand. Hold everything in place. And I don't like starting them with the power tools, because if they're wrong, the power tool is just going to force it in place. So I always like to start it by hand. Just slowly work your way around to get all these in, then you can hit them with the power tool to finalize them. Now we got everything started. Now I can use power screwdriver. Turned it down so it's at a very low setting. And let's start in the middle here. And it doesn't have to be like super snug, just tighten them down to where they stop. And I'm going in a crisscross pattern. Alright, let's go back and check them all, make sure I didn't lose anything or miss anything. Okay, a couple more. That part is done. Okay, so that's all buttoned up. Alrighty, the final step is going to be putting the trunk liner back in place. So, slide this down into here. Get it somewhat situated. And we know we have to line up the bottom one probably first. So, find that stud and figure out how you're gonna get that back in there. I'm gonna have to lift up. Okay, I see it now. There we go. I got the bottom one there. Line up till you can see it over here. There we go. Just pop it down. Got the bottom two lined up. Got the top two just fall into place. Now, grab your little pry tool and gently lift up on the rubber so that you can get it tucked back up under there. It might actually work better from the middle to the outside edge. Be careful that you don't rip this rubber. Just go slow and easy. Gently lift it up as you go. Alright, so I got that. Now let's get it down further here. Don't use a screwdriver on this because that would probably end up catastrophic. Now if you can get your finger under there, you can just slide it along gently. Get towards the end here. Alright, we got everything back in place. Alright, we're ready to put the cargo hooks back in. Get my towel back on there so I don't scratch anything unnecessarily. Alright, let's put the bottom one on first. Just screw it on and snug it up until it's horizontal like it was before. There's one. Make sure you don't cross thread it on there. And spin it. You don't have to crank these on there, just get them snug until they're horizontal and they're going to stay in position. Okay. Alright. Now let's grab the cargo net. Put it back in position. I'm going to start with the bottom, slip it over the hooks. Like so. Again, start with the bottom over here, slip it over the hook, get over the second hook on the opposite side, bring it in there. Okay, straighten up my accessories I got there. That back there. And looks like we are complete.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for our review and install of the Attack Blue Nanofiber Dry Air Filter for the 2020 and newer C8 Corvettes. And for all things Corvette, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.